It's the CalebDMTG Show.
Sorry, that happens. It was a sweet match overall. We had a little bit of flood at the end of that last game, which made it a little bit anticlimactic in comparison to the first two, but so it goes, right? It's possible there is a way to sequence my counters better than what I did, too.
Oh shit, what
Somewhere in there. Hey, Odysseus, the CDN, it's the sub. Appreciate it. You think this pack is weak? I mean, this pack doesn't have, like, Soul Rings and stuff in it, but I don't think it's weak necessarily. Teferi, Baleful Strix, Caracas. I don't think any of those cards are embarrassing. First picks. I'm gonna grab the Caracas just because it fits into more decks. I was talking earlier about how I play Caracas even in like mono red. Just like play it. We can pair it with Hazret, for example, and save Hazret for removal. How many players are active in Moto? I don't know. Some people can do like rough estimates by seeing who's active in like all the different leagues and like adding them all up together. That sort of thing. You can like estimate who's playing at any given time. Interesting pack. So if we wanted to go into White Weenie, we should take Student of Warfare. Emrakul's the sort of card that's just, like, powerful enough at what it does that you can always kind of grab it, and it's never really wrong, right? Like, you take Emrakul and maybe you're past a Show and Tell, maybe you're past a Channel, Shelldock Isle, Sneak Attack, etc. You know, it's just like, if you're cheating a fatty into play, Emrakul's the best at that. If we wanted to play the balance, if we wanted to be the best balance deck possible, we would take either Lotus Petal or Ancient Tomb, probably the Ancient Tomb, and then just, like, hope that we get just, like, a pile of Signets. And that's how you end up with, like, a really busted balance deck, is just dump your hand full of artifact mana really quickly and then balance. Student Warfare would be a fine card within a Caracas deck. You just like ditch the balance and go aggro with it. If we'd taken Baleful Strix, we'd be like really happy to see the Thief or the Preordain here. I'm gonna take the Emrakul. I'm not gonna get too tricky with it. I thought there were two Skyclaves for a second. I think I take Dynamo. Dynamo, maybe Councils, maybe Nihiri. Can we wield the Nihiri for... There's gonna be 4 cards left. Might be hard. I'm just gonna draft it. Maybe do the big Boros thing. This could be a good big Boros start. Yeah, it's kind of looking like any direction we'd gone worked out for us. Makeshift Mannequin is a way to cheat Emrakul into play, if that's what we're trying to do. Which you kind of are. Rector's Return could be a good one to ramp into. Vindicate's fine. Let's take the Mannequin. Am I okay? Oh, because I picked a balance? Yeah. I mean, balance can be good. This isn't... It's not looking like an amazing balance deck yet, but it could still get there. Season Pyromancer a lot. Only so many draw spells in red, right? It doesn't play especially well with balance. If you wanted to lean more towards the Reanimator angle, then taking Iona could make sense. Instant speed Reanimator stuff. I like Nahiri, though. Nahiri's fun. Have I listened to any FKJ? I have not. Did you ask about them earlier? It's short for French kiwi juice. Amazing. I think this is what we're looking at, like, so far. Ooh. Yeah, almost took that Dynamite early. Shieldbreaker also good. Both make sense here. Swift Spirit not the worst. We could become more like aggro control-y. How did that wheel? The 3 Dynamo? I mean, not everybody's going that big on mana, right? That big mana. Cough might end up in the sideboard. For control decks. No sneak attacks for Emmy here, but there are some nice signets. I almost said walkers, but that's not what signets are. Hello, hello, hello. A few nice potential pickups. We could splash Dak. Dak is worth a splash. Course of Portal's another option. Maybe even turn into a Workshop deck. I can't remember if we saw Workshop in the first pack or not. But there aren't a ton, like I said earlier, there aren't a ton of draw engines in red-white. So if you're doing red-white control, Portal gets a lot better. We do have a little bit of filtering and draw right now, though. Maybe you do just try and splash the deck. We did get the Izzet Signet, right? Even if Dak's your only blue card, it's probably fine. It's probably worth. Library's Dees. Spire Bluff would help with the Dak Splash. Wear and Tear's here. Hopefully we can wheel the Wear and Tear. Hopefully nobody else wants that but us. Wheel of Fortune's interesting, but we're just not that explosive. We don't have that much fast mana. I'm just gonna take the damn library. Library's kind of fixing, right? Like the Spire Bluff would be fixing, but library can just draw us into blue sources. Do I have a photographic memory? I do not. Not even close. So even though we don't have Sneak Attack yet, a part of me still wants to grab the Zulamog. Especially because there's not much for us in this pack. We'd be grabbing like Mana Tithe, which some folks like. I'm kinda soft on Mana Tithe. Hey Master Mike, thanks for the $5. Master Mike says, sadly it's not the norm, but here's a fiver for being respectful when saying why XYZ line doesn't work. Cheers. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, I wish I was always respectful. That is not something I always manage. Some days I'm better at it than others, for sure. Spiral's more tempting to me than it should be. I think we're taking Crucible. We're not deceiving, right? We're not twinning. Are we twinning? Pyroclasm and Wall of Omens could both just make this deck. All of them like fits the best. Our curve and stuff. Clasm can be really good in some matchups. Deceiver's only good if we get Twin or Kiki. It's like a little bit more stressful on the mana base, but we are splashing blue already. Just gonna take the damn wall. Oh my fucking god. I knew it! ECD's great. Looting's interesting. Ooh, that makeshift mannequin. Ooh, another signet. Perfect. You're surprised I didn't take Upheaval? The issue with Upheaval is it's got that... Those two blue in the casting cost. It's kind of a trick. Might have been correct. Maybe it was correct to grab Upheaval. Yes, there's the Wear and Tear wheel. And tie it to the board, beat against combo. Deceiver don't tap a Glorybringer. Yeah, it's okay. I can take solace knowing that happened to everybody in the draft. Sort of. Everybody that's blue-red, right? Like, how many blue-red drafters can there be? There's probably like one other one. They probably also took my sneak attack. I think our deck does get a lot better if we get a sneak. Now, if we got a sneak and a Through the Breach in pack 3, that'd be sweet. Maybe Shelldog. What do I do if I don't hit sneak attack? If we don't hit sneak attack, we still have a fine deck. We just like cut these, right? It's not like we're short on win cons or whatever. An actual factual Mox. I feel like it's been a few drafts since we've had actual factual power. Good time to grab it. Last pack of Gruul Signet Wheel, and there's a chance we get one of these. They're like less desired signets. They're extremely good in our deck. I think I like that Hollowed Fountain. Help the deck splash a little bit. So in terms of playables, we have 6 mana here, and we don't get the juice for the Ulamog and the Emrakul. That means it's gonna be like -8, so we'll be at like 18 playables. Or like a filler card or two. I think we'll be fine. I don't think we need that much out of this pack. Like 5-ish playables is a pretty easy ask. And I think we'll do better than that. I like Elishnorn. I kind of like Burning. A Johnny Vengeant fits what we're doing. Yeah, the Crucible doesn't do much currently, but it starts to do things if we get the Burning. Right now it's just like getting back lands that we loot away with Dak Faden and Nahiri, which, I mean, with Dak Faden and Nahiri, maybe that's real. So we grab the Gilded Lotus here. Gilded Lotus is a lot better. I'm sorry, the Burning is a lot better if we have Gilded Lotus, and Burning's way more likely to wheel, so that's the order you pick those cards in. And Pyromancer. Oh, that's true, yeah, Pyromancer does loot lands away, doesn't it? I like the Mirror Battlesphere, and I like the Abrade. I'm not sure which I like more. I think the way our curve looks, I think I'd rather have the Battlesphere. We also already have a Wear and Tear and a Dak Faden in the early turns, so it's possible we just don't need Abrade that much. now we're in a spot where we just need a few more playables. Maybe we're cutting Crucible too. Crucible could revive Blast Zone. I don't really hate that. Little Mog looking castable. It might be. It might be. Between Tyrant Dynamo and Gilded Lotus, it might be the play we're on. So the options here are 5-mana Gideon, Monastery Mentor, or land tax. People that have watched me stream a lot know that I'm not keen on land tax. It's one of those cards that's just like kind of only good if you're on the draw. Currently we only have 5 creatures, so a Mentor would be a fine win condition here, but so would Gideon. I think we're going to lean towards Mentor just because we already have a lot of 5-drops. I think that's a fine reason to snap it up. Interesting pack. Parallax Wave could be good. Not a Jit deck. Not a Copter deck. We are going to get a last pick. If we got like a last pick Lightning Helix, I'd be pretty happy about it. I don't think that's happening, but it's possible. I think we're just going to put the Colonnade in the deck. Yeah, right, Ulinov? Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Late Signet, perfect. These late Signet, the random Signets are making this balance much, much better. Our deck did not look like a balanced deck after the first pack. Then we have these ones. I don't think I'm playing Frenzy. I would board in Frenzy against Control, and I would board in Wingmare against Combo. We got it. And if you're thinking about like which are we weaker to, we're probably weaker to Combo, huh? We'll take the Wingmare. If I needed a main deck card, then I would take the Frenzy. We're playing Koth? I think we are. Yeah. Yeah, Koth can kill some Fuels. Shrine's a random artifact you can dump before you balance, but we're not really a Shrine deck. Okay, Burning into Johnny coming back. Which is better? I think Burning's better. I think Burning's better here. Another anti-combo card for the sideboard. Yeah, I think our deck turned out. Nice. So I don't want Condemn and Pyroclasm. Might not want either in the main. This could just be the deck, huh? Could also play like one more card. Because we have so many signets, we have so much mana in our spells. Could play one of these. Could play Blast Zone as like a land that's also a spell. Maybe I like that. We already have a few of those. So this would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 red sources. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 white sources. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 blue. 4 blue is about right. This would be 10, 11, right? We could make it 11-11 if we got the Blast Zone again. You just want to play Ulamog as a payoff card? We could play Ulamog. Every once in a while you face someone that's like trying to brain freeze you too. I would like a 10 mana Ulamog better. The cast trigger is better, and it's like slightly more castable. We can maybe get away with this. I think we cut Avacyn for it. And then the faster our opponent's deck is, the more likely we are to cut Ulamog post-board. Having Eldrazi for Nihiri is sweet, that's true. Yeah, when we originally picked the Nihiri up, we picked it because we wanted it to be our backup plan to get Emrakul into play. But then, but if I'm playing Emrakul, I want like multiple ways to cheat it out, right? Like at least one more way. We didn't get that. Like even a Shelldock Isle, and I'd probably be playing the Emrakul over the Ulamog here. Not the Storm super common. Yeah, not the Storm is super common, but it is nice to not just lose to Brain Freeze in game 1. It comes up, right? It comes up. And it's relatively free here. Like, I don't think the Ulamog's bad. Let's see. Gonna update Stream Decker real quick. Did I like Supreme Cube? I did. I enjoyed it. Kind of its own format, right? Like, I wouldn't compare it to Vintage Cube. I'd compare it to, like, Omniscience drafting. Locating opponent in stage 1. Oh man, this is gonna be our last draft of the night. Bribery Bay Ulamog. Oh yeah, the bribery me. Take it. We Caracas it back. Glorybringer is not legendary. Yeah. The only bad thing about Glorybringer in our deck is that it is a little awkward with burning. The burning of Zinye. Still whatever. Still a good card. But maybe one of the few archetypes where Thundermaw is better than Glory. Just because of that interaction. I think Crucible should be in. I think if we had like any fetch lands at all, I'd be more excited about playing Crucible here. But as is, I don't like it. If our opponent's playing like Geddons and shit, I'll play it. If we had like a Geddon or some fetch lands, I'd be on Crucible. And it would be actively good. But right now I think it's a little high variance. There's gonna be a few too many games where it just doesn't do enough or doesn't do anything. This hand is awesome. This hand makes Boros look good. Opponent's got a good start here too. So if we want to balance next turn, it's important to lead on the Gruul Signet. So we can cast a Signet off the other Signet and then make white off this one. Good chance we don't actually want to balance, depending on what they do. Yeah, I'm aware, Mark Chalice, of the synergies with Crucible. The issue with Crucible is that it's not like a hard synergy with the loot effects, right? You don't always have loot effect plus land plus... Whereas Crucible plus fetch is just like, it's just always going to be there, right? The fetch is going to sit there in your graveyard until you eventually draw the Crucible later on. But your loot effects aren't necessarily looting away lands. So right now, balance makes them sack the Emery and sack a land. Maybe that's good enough. Oh, we have to discard a card too. Yeah, that's fine. Letting them draw cards with Sword of Fire and Ice doesn't actually make balance worse. Is the reason it's like kind of a hard decision for me here. Like if they draw cards, those are just cards that they would have to discard to balance, right? I wouldn't balance just for a Emery. But Emery plus a land, it's closer. Huh. So they tapped their Academy before the Mana Crypt. Warp, sure. Yeah, they just didn't care. But the extra mana didn't have a use for it, sure. I'm pretty glad that we killed the Emery now that they're like taking extra turns and stuff. So we've been pretty busted with the sword out. Is balance still good enough? Well, if balance is ever bad, you don't have to cast it. And then it's this huge, like, kept-up mechanic. They're not always going to have a Mox Diamond opening, for example. Kind of looks like they're going to flashback that draw 7. I'm okay with that. I feel like them pondering here is a good sign for me. I'm jealous of the Tolarian Academy. I don't know. I guess Mana Crypt gives them the most mana. It's like +3, whereas Swords is like +1 mana. They can cast it again? They cannot. We're killing the Emery. Which, whether we want to kill the Sword of Fire and Ice the Mana Crypt. Still up plays this turn. Yeah, I guess I'll kill the sword. Just in the off chance, the off chance that the Mana Crypt damage matters to them. Was playing land in Oversight? No, the opponent has plenty of mana, right? Between the Tolarian Academy and the lands they already have, they have plenty of mana. Meanwhile, they had 6 cards in hand to our 3 this way. So because we're getting 3 cards out of their hand, like I think it's better to play the land, right? Maybe if you're hitting the Mana Crypt, maybe making them sack a land matters more, but even then, probably not. They would still be at 1, 2, 3, 4. They'd still have 5 mana on tapping. They just discarded 3 lands. Amazing. Yeah, I was thinking with like Needle Spires and Mere Battlesphere, even leaving the Crypt out. Maybe that's correct. Hoping they don't do anything like too brutal with their mana, but who knows, right? Who knows? Sure. For the record, I would not consider this something too brutal with their mana. We'll see what they do with the upheaval, right? Because we have Mox, so we just get to go like Mox Signet again, and then the turn after, we're just right back in it. Your stream is delayed. Well, no apologies, Emperor Haplo. We don't allow delay of stream. Whatever that means. I don't even know what I'm saying. Yeah, you're fine. At least the Tez didn't get to uptick to 5 here, to just like threaten a win next turn. That would have been really good. Upheaval into Tez. Threaten a win. Is this Frosty coming down? I think we saw Frosty discarded earlier. Yorian. Okay. I don't think this does much. Thinking about beating the Spires, actually. You were worried about Spiral there? Oh yeah, that would have been nutty. Oh yeah, me neither, Hippo fan. It was a while ago. Years and years ago. Probably wasn't even anything that good. This Tez just does not want to ult. Minus zeroed and got a Ballista. Maybe they have a reason to put it in the graveyard. Maybe they thought they could zero it into play and then activate it. If the Tez upticks there last turn, then all of a sudden they're threatening like 12 damage here instead of just 4. Or 14 damage, right? 14 damage instead of just 4. Yeah, now they're upticking, but next turn we're gonna get Battle Spear down. Have some blockaroonies. Have I had any good new beers lately? I have not. Haven't been drinking a lot of beer. Did you know, so something I learned about beer that people just like hadn't told me before. Apparently it's not very good for you. Fucking weird, right? You'd think they'd put something on the label. Love beer though. Yeah, this is one of the reasons that we killed the sword instead of the Mana Crypt earlier. Killing Mana Crypt would have made their upheaval a lot worse. But this has been kind of good, huh? How this has played out. Like if they had a sword smacking me with Yorion. That might have mattered. Yeah, that makes sense to me, Shining Fame. Oh no. Another big mana turn. 11 mana? We need 11 mana for. Okay. They're not dead. They can block the battle sphere. Well, I guess they are dead. Just kidding, they're dead. My apologies, opponent. You right, you right. So this is a matchup where Dak Faden seems like it should shine, Yeah, balance is going to stay in. I'm not sure how else I'm going to be able to kill an Emery like 6 times. Burning seems fucking atrocious, though. Where were the dead? They were at 5, and we would have had 3 creatures attacking them. A Mere Battlesphere, a Mentor, and a Token. And they had 2 blockers. So the Mere Battlesphere would have hit them for 4 damage directly, and then if they block Battlesphere and the Mentor, 1 damage still gets through. So they were going to take 5. They were dead. If they couldn't make another blocker there, they were taking lethal on our turn. So we could just play Angel or Koth. Both of those are good. Wall of Moments is pretty bad. We play Mana Tithe. I do not think Mana Tithe is good against them, by the way. I think it's, like, particularly heinous. Puncher's Chance is excited about the Tithe. It's very rare that I play it, right? We just have some cards that are extremely medium against them. The Wall of Women is just never going to be good in this matchup, but Mana Tithe has a chance to be good, even if it's a small chance. I want to get the Needle Spires down so I can like shatter something on 2, but not bad enough to play it over Library. We can just draw a red source, right? Draw 2 cards here. Probably not gonna need that one. We have 2 cards left in hand. I think we just have to kill the Lodestone. I guess if we played Seasoned Pyromancer, we would maybe not care. It's kind of a big ask. Fired it off there so we didn't have to discard. Yeah, there's an argument to hitting the Mana Crypt, taking another 5, Shocking Self, playing Pyromancer, trying to block Lodestone. I don't know how well it would have worked out. That card's fucking heinous here, isn't it? This one's not bad. It'll be good in 2 turns. You think so? I mean, that's why I kept it. I was thinking it might be better later. I feel a little sad binning the Gilded Lotus and keeping Basalt Monolith, but Basalt Monolith is essentially free. It's like real easy to bloop right into play.
Come with me.
Come with you. I think we should trust her. Random voice coming from the music.
Breathe.
What could go wrong?
Come with me. I won't leave you behind. Breathe. Is this just a dream?
A lot of mana. It is a lot of mana. You're not wrong. Maybe I should have just still balanced. Prevent all people's shenanigans. Fun, Nooch. Super cool, folks. Mentor was not the card I wanted to draw. I wanted to draw something that I could just, like, cast really easily and far off balance just to, like, get rid of 3 cards. Monastery Mentor and Balance, not a combo. But I think this is still fine. Yeah, the plan is, like, after balance is resolved, maybe we smack them with the Colonnade. If they do get to keep a card in their hand with this Venser bounce. This is the scary part about it. I'm not worried about the 2-2. I like the target for the Venser. If they take 4 here, they might just like die to Mana Crypt, right? It's one of the reasons that we played the balance, try and get their hand empty, make sure that the colony would connect. So what I'm scared about now, after this treachery, is Time Warp. If they can play Time Warp here too, then we're in a real bad spot. I think they forgot about Pyromancer. I think they think they're getting in for lethal. Because otherwise tapping down Colonnade's probably better. God damn it. That was the one I was worried about. You think we should have killed the crypt? Maybe. Maybe. There's a decision point, right? If you're using the information of like cards that they played afterwards to like confirm or discredit your earlier play, it's possible you're doing it wrong. Because you lose a game does not mean that your earlier reasoning was not valid. You wanna be real clear about that. This hand is rancid. Super not good. Might be better than going to 5. Probably not. Maybe we should just go to 5. The first hand would have been tempting on the draw. I wouldn't keep it on the play though. This hand just shouldn't have been kept. Even on 6, I should have gone to 5. We have a few cards that can make up for mulligans, right? Like, just dump your hand, play Seasoned Pyromancer, that sort of thing. Or if you mulligan, like, super low and find balance, then you're just like, okay, Mox balance, now you have no cards too. And that also works. Basically anything but keep the 6-card hand that just does nothing ever. Just drawing dead now. At least we have red mana. Yarp. If you say so, Puncher's Chance. We got the first game, and then we had an extremely close game 2 that came down to whether or not they had Time Warp or not. And now we're kept like a bad hand on the play in game 3. It's looking like it's not going to pan out. I hesitate to make matchup conclusions based on a single match. Yeah, 2 different approaches to this turn. You can Glorybringer, hit them, and then just, like, commit to taking 10. Or you can do this, and then hopefully they, like, invest mana equipping, and run into the wear and tear. I almost boarded the Condemn in, just for like Frost Titan specifically. We do have other answers though, don't we? Ugly. That means we have this turn specifically to draw an answer. Whether that's balance or, yeah, not that one. 6-mana Elspeth and 4-mana Nahiri. Well, 4-mana Nahiri doesn't work anymore, but 6-mana Elspeth would have been great. Just like play it down tick. The Flash Angel, they like attack, tap something down. We flash in the Angel, get to block, get to attack them. Maybe with Glorybringer, that would have been a really nice draw. Assault Monolith not doing it though. Ovel. Yeah, I wish I'd gotten to 5 in that game 3. It's always a little scary going to 5, especially in a control mirror. We have some cards that super matter. Our 6 wasn't even good, right? Like the 6 couldn't even cast top decks. Like we needed to draw red mana and we needed to draw spells. It's just like asking too much, especially when so much of your deck is mana. It's asking too much of your draws. It's just very unlikely to actually do anything. But like balance is worth multiple cards. I'm sorry, Dak Faden is worth multiple cards. Balance could reward you for like mulliganing to Oblivion. Like you just like dump some artifact mana in balance, and then they're also dealing with just not having very many cards. And then we have cards like Seasoned Pyromancer that can make up for mulls as well. Should have gone lower for sure. I think that was my. It's possible like I made other smaller mistakes, but that was the mistake that I made that just like didn't even give me a chance in the third game. Whereas if you mulligan and find a card that like super matters in the matchup, then you more than have a chance, right? You might even be favored despite being on 5 cards. Zinthef, I don't respond well to raid requests because then everyone asks, right? I try and raid folks a lot. Obviously, I do that for a reason. Just wondering, sure. No harm in wondering. Yeah, they didn't know Pseudomocha. And everyone like runs their own streams differently, right? Like that was my answer. Someone else might answer differently. Who knows? One of my closer friends actually asked me about a potential raid. And I told them, oh man, Oath's decent. We could just like kill them with creature lands. I think it's our easiest way to kill through Oath. We also have a couple answers, right? We have like Nahiri that can just pop Oath. Where was I going with that story? Oh, I remember I waited. Because they had just started streaming, I like waited until they had like upgraded elements of their stream. And then I was like, hey! Oh shit, got this one too. It's raid time! You want folks to stick around, right? The actual exposure doesn't mean much if the content's not there. This has to have been just the best draw. Wait, what? Didn't I fuse? I thought I clicked fuse. I guess I didn't. Lame. Oh well, misclicks happen. The worst part is if like you're gonna misclick, then it's like way better to play the mentor first. Fuse is in the middle, I click the bottom. Gotcha. I thought I read it, but misclicks happen. Well, they were trying to ask if I would raid someone specific blow. Not killing the Mox Emerald means the Academy's not dead. So they have 6 mana now instead of 4. Oh well. At least the important one was knocked off. Would have been so much worse if like the fuse order was different and they like still had the Oath of Druids instead of the Mox. Bummer either way, but I had to choose my misclick there. Nice, Money Bless. I think that's a safe bet, KK Rosso. I saw, and I don't know if like anyone took them seriously, but I saw like conspiracy theory Facebook meme copy pastas that were like the only way to answer this rigged election is to not participate. This is very bizarre stuff. And then I think a lot of it is that people are pissed off at Mitch McConnell. And so like some people are voting because of that, and anyway. But yeah, Trump withholding support until the candidates would like back him for the weird Senate thing that he's trying to pull him. Definitely hurt him. I don't think he gave a full-throated endorsement until like literally Tuesday morning. Once again, I'm jealous of my opponent's Tolarian Academy. Sitting here with this Banefire. I expected Banefire to go to the Dome more often than being a removal spell. It is nice they could just kill an early game creature. He did, Rootball. He gave a full-throated endorsement this morning on Twitter. Not coincidentally, right after one of the candidates gave him an endorsement of sorts. They're super not dead, huh? Maybe I should have held on to that lightning helix. Helix the blocker, or like whatever the Sphinx blocks. Maybe. They probably just blocked the Battlesphere though, huh? This at least like makes them lose the Sphinx. So there's some value there. The mistake on my part this turn is just like hurting my burn, right? Obviously, Banefire can't kill Sphinx because it has pro red. Attack always in the line? No. I don't think they have to block the Battlesphere. And then I think they have a better chance of surviving. Furthermore, if they do decide to block the Battlesphere, then they like take the same amount of damage, right? Whether the Mirror drains or the Mirror serves. And then the Sphinx lives instead of dying in combat. Seems much worse. Another matchup where burning is bad. I wonder if I should be like boarding in Bomat Courier in these matchups. Let's go minus burning plus Koth and like minus Wall of Omens. Bring in Avacyn again. Maybe I'm supposed to bring in Sphinx for Condemn. Or the opposite of what I said, Condemn to hit the Sphinx, cut Helix. That could work out. A lot of our removal is red, unfortunately. So like Elspeth can down tick and ECD can hit Elspeth. Man, ECD would have been a great answer to a Frost Titan ever, huh? Does not look like a keepable hand to me. And that's the issue with these ramp decks, right? Like if you just are all top end or all ramp and without payoffs, that's the issue. That's why I really hemmed and hawed over the 4-mana artifact that draws you to a turn. I think we sent this one back too. So Pyromancer draws cards, but it does take double red. I can do this. Blast Zone, yeah, we considered Blast Zone earlier. Could be better than a random dud. It's really hard to kill a fucking Sphinx with a Blast Zone though, isn't it? And it hits our own mana base. Looks like the opponent's draw is not quite working out for him. Probably a grip full of signets and stuff. Just like waiting. Just gonna play their one thing. Tempting to play the Avacyn in response because they have a counter, but they don't really seem like a counter spell type deck, do they? So we could just use the Archangel to try and like two-shot Ashiok. I kind of just like go in face. If they answer the Archangel, then we have to like Elspeth hit it later anyway, and letting the opponent untap with Planeswalkers does always feel bad. Always makes me feel like something terrible is about to go wrong. Oh man, we are gonna finish this league. Nice. Yeah, if we played another like really grinder, if we played another slow one, that might have been in question. We're even gonna have time to do a draft for future me. Dream Halls is cool. Dream Halls is cool. I used to see a Legacy play. People used to cast that fucking card that draws your whole deck. Hell, people used to cast Cruel Ultimatum with it, if we want to go really far back. Yeah, just like another shittier Omniscience, another shittier Show and Tell. Glimpse is a mill spell. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Enter the Infinite, that's the one. Draw your deck, put one back. Yeah, people use Conflux. I think before Enter the Infinite was printed, Conflux was a card people would cast with a straight face in Legacy. What a different world, huh? What a different fucking world. It is symmetrical, yeah. Rarely comes up, but every once in a while. Usually if you've resolved your combo card, like, your opponent doesn't have all this interaction hanging out, but... Do I game off stream? You better believe it. Usually I game for like 2 or 3 hours a night while I cool down and like decompress after the stream, you know, just like let my brain relax a little bit, play something mindless. And then while I'm doing that, I'm also uploading videos to YouTube, so I can like multitask in that way. Part of my routine. The games that I'm really looking forward to, though, I'll probably end up streaming. The next God of War, Baldur's Gate 3. Am I a Bloons gamer? I don't even know what that means. I don't know, what is a Bloons, what? Seriously, what? Tower defense game? Oh, okay. I played one of those a long time ago. Very long time ago. It was like a tower defense game that was also a card game. And it was a mini game packaged within another game, so... It wasn't especially serious. Should I just loot away the Signet? I kinda like that. Just draw a fucking card. We can bin Helix too. Helix might be worse. Ooh. That melody is feisty. Was it Warcraft 3? It was not. It was like a mini game in one of the Might and Magic RPGs. Either the 6th or the 7th one, I don't really remember. But I saw it getting sold separately. Just blew my mind. Could cast the Ulamog. Oh, now that we have the Gilded Lotus. I don't think we had the Gilded Lotus when we been to the Mog. Yeah, that's worth. Yeah, whatever the new hotness is, it's very unlikely that I'm playing it. I'll play something like a month after the hype is lower. Unless something is like really specifically my kind of shit. I'm very rarely an early adapter. Well, our opponent's in Banefire range and Glorybringer range. And as far as I'm concerned, those are both excellent ranges to have an opponent in. Do I plan on getting either PS5 or Xbox Series? We actually picked up an Xbox. But Alyssa lent it to her sister because her sister was having an issue getting a box. And I think we're just gonna have it be her sister's like Christmas present. But we'll probably end up with both. Alyssa is very much a console gamer. And I dabble. What's gonna end up happening? What's gonna end up happening is I'm going to wait until the bugs are worked out of the PS5. And then I'll probably get the God of War edition, which is what I did with the PS4. And then probably snag a I guess we do this. Probably staying an Xbox at some point in the next like several months. Not a huge rush. Are we dead to hoof? You're always dead to hoof. The Horizon games? Yeah. I made the mistake of trying to play Horizon Zero Dawn right after I played God of War, and there was like some uncanny valley going on. I just like lost focus. Game seemed good. You want to do a stip for future, Caleb? Yeah, if you want to. That's not bad. So the coolest thing about our situation, and the really cool thing about the Elspeth down tick, like the Elspeth down tick can just like be killed by this this Riftwing. But we have an ECD here. Like it kind of seems like Needle Spires. Needle Spires and Season Pyromancer might still just fucking win this. I don't even know if this line was correct. They're at 3, right? We need to chew through these plants. Have I played the Spider-Man on the PS4? I watched Alyssa. I watched their playthrough on the PS4. And that was a lot of fun for me. I started playing it, and then, like, I fucking love Spider-Man. but the controls were, you know, it took more than like 5 seconds to figure out. So I was like, nope, I'll just watch you. And that was also fun for me. It was like watching a Twitch stream, you know, except also spending time with my spouse. Hey, Alcorio Incognito, thanks for 20 bucks. Oh, you want to see some mono white drafted? Alright. We can leave future me with some mono white. Yeah, they're at 1 life. He's fired off a treasure cruise, get a fresh grip of cards. Firing off ponder, that's a good sign for us. It's a very good sign for us that they're pondering here. Yeah, Elspeth legit conquered death, huh? How often does that happen? I did not do any backseat gaming, no. No, Alyssa was good at that game. They're good at games in general, but they'll like very often like set the game on easy because they just want to focus on the experience and stuff. And so I'll watch them just like, you know, murder a combat, like a boss fight, because they're not bad at gaming, so they'll just like one-shot the boss, you know, because they're playing on easy and also not bad. And I'm just like, why? Why would you not? I don't know. Up the difficulty a teensy, a teens. I'm on the exact opposite, right? Like if I love a game enough, I'll jam it on the hardest difficulty and like spend hours, just hours on like a single boss trying to get there. You like dying 2 to 5 times per boss? Yeah, I think that's the sweet spot. I think that's the sweet spot for sure. Some of the Valkyries in God of War, for example, were like that. I think there were multiple that took me like several hours. Feel like you've done enough hard games so you don't need to prove yourself. Right. It's you shouldn't be doing it to like prove to yourself that you're like a good gamer or whatever. You should be doing it because it's like rewarding, because you enjoy like improving to that level. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with playing stuff more casually. I think the most casual shit I do, if I'm playing through, if I realize that I've fucked up my team comp in a role-playing game. Like, I remember I was playing the first Dragon Age, and I had just, like, the dumbest fucking team comp ever. And I was getting hard stuck on some dungeon. And I was like, alright, fuck this. Like, set it to easy for, like, just that dungeon. I was like, I don't care. I don't care anymore. Because that's a mistake that you can't just, like, get better at mid-fight, right? That's a mistake that's like, okay, I have to, like, restart the game if I want to, like, actually fix this. Does Alyssa play Magic? They do not, no. They have played, but it was a long time ago. They weren't super serious about it. played like a single pre-release or something. I don't think we actually saw targets for wear and tear, right? Leave that one out. I think the rest of this looks good. There's an argument to playing this Pyroclasm. I think I'd rather just leave the burning in. I think burning's good. Hey, what up, it's Rex? Thanks for the sub. Thanks for 13 months. You enjoy the Dark Souls games for that reason? You find them rewarding? Oh yeah, yeah. If I had more time, I'm sure I would like really love that aspect of Dark Souls too. I remember when I just gotten out of high school. I remember I rented some console just to like try it out. I think it was a PS2, and I like rented a few different games just to, like dick around with one night. And fucking Ninja Gaiden Black was one of them, and that one just like hooked me. And so I ended up renting the same game and the same console for like a month as I beat Ninja Gaiden Black. Could've just bought a damn PlayStation, right? That game was hard though. That game was the first game I ever played where you'd like ration your health potions. You'd find like a health potion somewhere, and you're like, "I'm rich! I'm rich!" You'd like die. You'd like die in a mini boss fight, and then, like you wouldn't. When you like were trying again, you still wouldn't use the health potion because it was too valuable. You're like, "No, I need this for later." Beat that one on hard though. The final boss on Ninja Gaiden Black went from being, like, not that difficult in comparison to the rest of the game on normal, and then when you were playing it on hard, it went from just to, like, absurd nonsense difficult. I think there was even a harder mode for that game, too, and I was like, nope, done. Absolutely done. God, fucking... Oh, God. Gotta cut myself off. Had to play it perfect and not get hit. Yeah, exactly, Brand Loco. In the game with 50 elixirs. Some people just game that way. This is too valuable. I'm definitely a little bit of a hoarder. Definitely a little bit of a hoarder. My RPG inventory is always just like stuffed with like level 1 quest items. What if I need it? What if I need this key to the fucking, you know, chest that was in the tutorial? I mean, it could come up. The too good to use mentality, yeah. Or like if a game has like your weapons get destroyed after a certain use, when you find this super good weapon, you just like never use it because you don't want to lose it. So it just like rots in your inventory. You don't get to play with a sweet thing. You'd like to see me play D&D one day? I did stream a D&D one-shot. Unfortunately, I was like pretty sick at the time, so... It was kind of fun. An old friend of mine from the Chicago area. It's a pretty good DM. And then I had some other Magic content creators Gabby, Pleasant Kenobi. Got them involved too. People who like D&D, you know. We always did a one shot. We just did a one shot in the Ravnica setting. I wouldn't mind streaming D&D again. I think what's more likely is that I just play games that are based on D&D. Like, well, I streamed the Baldur's Gate Early Access, and I think it's like almost certain that I'm gonna do a full playthrough of that game. I really enjoyed it. Well, man, I did a full God of War playthrough too. Might do that again. Yeah, with the last God of War, I enjoyed it so much that I wanted to do another playthrough anyway. So I figured I'll just stream it, and then I upped the difficulty. Like, it took me like, I think I spent a little over 30 hours on the normal difficulty, like playing through the whole game, beating all the Valkyries, like exploring the universe, all of that. And then on the playthrough that I did on stream, I only did the story, and then I played that on hard, and that was pretty fun. And then I think I spent like 18 hours total. I did like a 10-hour stream and a 8-hour stream or something along those lines. And some people enjoyed that. And that went pretty well. I think I would do something similar when the next God of War comes out. Play a run through first and then stream it. Hey, Louise Air Bites, thanks for the resub. Thanks for 23 months. The way you're supposed to do it is when the new game is released, fucking stream it immediately, because that's when everybody wants to watch it. But I don't know. Most of my viewers just want to see me play Magic anyway. I don't think it really matters. I don't think my timing matters that much. I'm just thinking if we want to change anything. I don't think we do. I think we're just running this back. Just gonna draw slightly better, huh? Oh yeah, you like that, Wyverns? Nice. The boy command? Yeah. Yeah, we actually kept, one of, I made, notifications specifically for the God of War stream. And we kept one of those. That was the oh shit, what up? I just made it into the mainstream. Because it's part of the there goes that boy meme, you know? Oh shit, what up? That meme's kind of old now, but oh shit, what up is still a good stream notification. Detroit Become Human? Yeah, I did not like that game. I didn't like that game, and I still had fun streaming it. That was cool. I think the viewers made that game a lot better for me, like the viewer interaction. Well, now I draw you. I hate bidding this Battlesphere, but I also hate playing this and just like looting lands. Why not? Why not what? Why didn't I like Detroit Become Human? I thought it was like really ham-fisted. You will get one message from this game and one message only. Just the writing. The writing was bad. The game itself, like the mechanics and everything, were smooth. But as someone that grew up reading, like, very nuanced interpretations of, like, AI and robotics in, from the golden age of sci-fi, I was just like, this is the worst tripe. This is the worst writing I've ever encountered is in this game right here. Shitty Blade Runner. Yeah, just terrible Blade Runner. they admitted that they wrote the story after the game was built. Yeah, that's just not what I would do. That's not, when I play a single-person game, I want there to be a good story. There's no excuse for there not to be a good story in a single-player game. It's like almost the point, right? Unless you're playing like a puzzler or something, and sometimes puzzlers have amazing stories. Like can like really draw you in and make you care, put you in the world. I thought it was the Flash Angel at first, and I almost F6'd. Glad I did not. We're talking about Blade Runner versus Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. I like both. I like both of them. I mean, they've adapted Philip K. Dick a lot, but that doesn't mean that his work is easy to adapt. A lot of like what's really good about Philip K. Dick is that like kind of like surreal feeling and like bending of reality that goes through like throughout all of his works, and it's hard to capture that exact feeling in a movie, right? Because a lot of that is through writing techniques. So you almost have to change it. You almost have to tell a slightly different story than what he wrote. And the fact that Blade Runner like kept some of the complexity and then had an evocative atmosphere and such. Overall, definitely one of the better Philip K. Dick adaptations. I thought Scanner Darkly was like an underrated Philip K. Dick adaptation. Like I thought that movie did a good job of capturing that like kind of surreal quality that his writing has sometimes. And so even though I think Blade Runner is like a better movie, I think Scanner Darkly did a better job at capturing the feeling of reading a Philip K. Dick novel. I attacked with the 1/1 there. It wasn't a mistake. I want to get the 1/1 off the board for this balance that's in my hand. I want to like nuke their hand. And they're like, if they play a creature here, I want to kill that with balance too. It's just a 1/1, right? Who cares? I care. I care about the 1/1. Oh, mental. But yeah, we draw like a mana rock next turn. We can balance for their whatever's left of their hand. Ooh. That's a bummer. The Imperial Seal makes me want to even like wait one more turn on this balance. Yeah, what I'm worried about here is the opponent just fucking... Because they just tutored, I think there's a solid chance they just go like Leovold into a draw 7 here and burn me for like not... I mean, balance doesn't even like stop that though, right? Because one part of the combo is on top of their library and then the other one's in their hand. And we don't even know that that's what they tutored for. 5 mana. I'm hoping for Avenger here. Prime time's probably okay. We'll see what they get. Amber would be a good premium cable series. I agree. They've worked on that. They've had adaptations in the works. I'm talking about Zelazny, of course. And they just haven't stuck the landing. Haven't quite pulled it off. Man, drawing, like, I don't know how many lands it was in a row to not let us empty our hand, but it felt unfortunate. Yeah, I think Amber would be real easy to nail. I think when I first read Amber, I don't think it was like super doable in like the way that I would want to see it. But fucking special effects have gotten better and more affordable, and all these like independent streaming programs are like thirsty for original content. Seems like something that should happen sooner or later. Eight mana towards this here Ulamog here. Eric's not a bad last card. A grinder of a game. Colonnade not serving. It's got other plans. The awkward thing about the Ulamog is that like we had a Needlespire's Wastelanded, a Colonnade Vindicated, looted away some lands earlier. I can't remember how the Mox Pearl died. I want to scoop here because the balance is in the graveyard and everything. There might technically be outs, but I want to do a draft for future me. I'm not feeling great about the way that game was playing out. A couple of scrubs on the night, huh? A couple of 1 and 2s. We went 1 and 2 with like a solid looking blue-white control deck earlier too.